Folks, welcome back to the war zone that is Tabletop Tactics. Mr. Bone and my mate Liam, how are you?
I'm good.
Liam's back. I'd have been
okay, yeah, fine, that's fair.
You're into purple togas, aren't you?
Sure, yeah.
You go then.
Every day.
So we got, I think, a pretty exciting game on our hands today. So Liam, you were here pretty recently. Did a game on demand.
Yeah.
Bought your Ork hordes, which are awesome. You've returned with a very similar list, fresh from Clone of Skulls.
Yes.
Which I heard was very good. 5 out of 5 favourite gaming votes.
Hey.
That makes him boss level 9,000.
Also the top Ork player, which gave me the award of the biggest boss.
Very nice.
Which is also boss level 9,000.
Yeah.
It makes complete sense.
Yeah.
So today, we got really excited. We've already deployed the armies. So what we're going to do is we'll do the lists. You'll still see all of the units and everything, but we'll do the lists standing up like this. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We won't be sitting down the list in front of us. I know, it's new. Just embrace it. It's fine.
Change is good.
List coming up next. Right, we're kicking off the lists. What was the clan name I gave you Orks last time?
Oh,
Sunblitz Brotherhood or something.
think
It was something silly. Yeah.
they still haven't technically earned their clan name yet.
Well, that's shocking. Okay.
The Nameless.
The Nameless. The Nameless Tide of Orks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Liam, why don't you take us through what's in your list, sir?
It was very, very much similar to what you guys would have seen me use in the last game, with some tweaks. So it's the typical battalion Vanguard Ork deployment. So my battalion is Zadsnok. Why would you not use Zadsnok? He's amazing. And a Weird Boy is my 2 HQ with the 2 units of 30 boys and a unit of Grots as my troops.
Nice.
So a nice staple bulk of green on the table. And then I have my Gorkanort, trusty Gorky, who has been doing pretty well the last few games I've been using him.
He bossed it in the last game.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah.
The last game I played at Throne was against John, awesome guy. He had Chaos with 3 Chaos Knights. Gorky charged one of them, got all of his hits, all of his wounds, and did 21 damage to it.
So you didn't quite kill the knight. Was the knight fresh?
Yeah. It was a fresh knight, but nearly one-shot the knight, which was
Not so fresh after
epic.
that.
Very cool.
And then I also have my flyer detachment, whereas last time I was using 2 Blitzer bombers.
Yeah.
And I have thus since learnt the errors of my ways, where the burner bombers, a few more points. The bombs do exactly the same thing. Mortal wounds is when you fly over something up to 10 dice.
Sure.
Except they are covered in canisters of napalm. So when they die, unlike a normal vehicle, instead of a 6, it's a 4+. And it does 3 mortal wounds to everything in 6 inches when they explode.
I bet you command reroll that sometimes, right?
Yep.
You literally just want to fly at the enemy. Kill me.
They
I
are
want you to kill
literally
me.
the kamikaze planes of the Orks, which is amazing.
And that's what you're using today?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Bombers. 2 of them.
Fantastic. Oh, 2! Okay.
Just 2.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
I played a guard player recently, and he blew one up in my deployment zone because he went first, and that was unfortunate because with the reroll, it still went off in my army.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you play with fire, I guess.
Yeah.
Very orky.
So I did that.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
that was a good one. Okay, so 2 flies.
And then that's my battalion, and then my vanguards, very much like before, they are, one of them's being led by Big Mech with custom force fields and another Weird Boy, and that one has 2 units of tank busters, both with 1 bomb squig.
So good, yeah.
And a runt herd, because I have grots. I need a runt herd to keep them in line.
Because they get cheeky.
They
Oh
do,
yes, they
yeah.
do very much get cheeky, so they have to be fed to that dog every now and again. And then the other vanguard is a Big Mech with the elite choices being the Knob with Banner and 2 Pain Boys.
Nice.
The Knob with Banner, who has now claimed Mortarion, Gulliman, Magnus, a Knight, and there was a big Forge World monster creature thing, and I don't remember what it was, he killed as well.
What, he got the last
He
killing
got
blow?
the killing last couple of wounds on all of those.
That's very cool.
He should be a war boss.
Yeah.
He did one-shot Gulliman. the last time I played Guilliman on his own.
Wow.
Because all of his hits do damage.
Wow, that's
Very
actually
nice.
absolutely epic. Actually,
I like it
so
a lot.
is that not quite 2,000 on the nose? Is it? What is it?
1,997.
Interesting. Okay, so I think a nice. I think it's a strong orc army. I think it definitely got some legs to it.
It's very all round.
Yeah, it's a pretty balanced list actually. But you are facing Hive Fleet Myrmidon. And obviously Myrmidon, as we saw in the last battle report, they've come up a bit now, haven't they? Those
Just a
units?
bit, yeah.
So this, I think a lot of stuff's going to die.
Yeah.
But let's go over your mid list. That's coming up next. It's Myrmidon time.
Yeah.
No, I'm not using them today. It's Mr. Bone.
Yeah.
Mr. Bone will be using the Apex Predator.
Yeah.
That is Myrmidon. You're a bit of a Nid fan, actually.
Yeah, like I've said before, they are my mistress.
They're your mistress.
I
Yeah.
flaunt with them.
You flirt with them or flaunt with them?
Both.
That's very good.
Yeah.
It's because of the tentacles, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Right,
So maybe
move. Yeah.
What have we got on your list, sir?
Right, so I'm running a battalion and a spearhead detachment.
Yeah.
So I've got 7 command points, which is quite nice. So we're looking at, in the battalion, I've got 2 Hive Tyrants, and they have the Talons in there as well. Both of them have Toxin and Adrenal Glands as well, because how else do you run them, in my opinion?
And flying's really good again.
Flying's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Then for the other HQ slot in the spearhead detachment, I've got a Broodlord, because he's going to be buffing my 3 units of 10 Gene Stealers, all of which have rending claws, which is really cool. I've then got 2 units of 3 Hive Guard, and they've got the Impaler cannons.
Such a good unit.
They're such a good unit. They're cheeky. They're very cheeky. I've got 2 Tyrannifexes, which again are pretty cheeky.
Yeah.
And they've got Rapture Cannons and Stinger Salvos.
They're much better than they used to be.
Yeah.
They are actually a frightening artillery beast now, whereas before I never saw a Rapture Cannon ever.
Yeah.
I didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
No.
But now they're a staple, essentially. Yeah, they're very good. And then I've got 2 Thornbacks as well. They've got Devourers, Monstrous Scything. They've also got Thorns on there as well. I believe that's 2,000 on the nose.
Yes, 2,000 on the nose.
Yeah.
So it is a little list that I was playing with.
Yeah.
Which I've now given to you to command.
Yeah, which was nice.
I think it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty strong. It's not. There's far worse that you can do. But this will be, I think, a very, very fun game. A lot is going to die on both sides, and you are running Kronos, aren't you?
Yes, I am. So re-rolling ones for shooting if I don't move.
Which is good for those artillery beasts.
Yeah.
So Myrmidon's back, but Liam, very, very experienced orc player. So let's get this scrap on. It's the mission format coming up next. It's battle report time. Myrmidon deployed here, facing off in this Vanguard Strike deployment against a terrifying grot line. That has guarded this orc army for generations.
It was then that Myrmidon actually just turned around and fled.
And fled the battlefield.
As soon as the grots were there, it just went,
some grots.
yeah, exactly. Just went, no, thank you. I'm not playing.
This is true. This is true. Now,
One thin green bogey.
it's a nice deployment here for the orcs. Now, currently, obviously, the orc army did have more drops, and we do use the previewed chapter-approved rules here of he who deploys first gets a +1 to go first. That's just what we're playing here at the moment. Obviously, if chapter approved changes its mind come December and they don't use that rule anymore, then we'll change it to just whatever the updated rules are. But at the moment, Myrmidon does have the initiative, so to speak. So it will be having a +1 to go first. The mission specifically, we're doing a Maelstrom mission now. I don't have the Tyranid cards yet, so we're just using 2 normal decks of tactical objectives for the Maelstrom mission, which is Cleanse and Control. So with this particular mission, it's 3 tactical objectives a piece each turn, or up to 3. Nice and simple, and obviously with the 6 objectives strewn around the battlefield here, this will be sure to be a bit of a bloodbath and force some good manoeuvring from both forces. So the question is, Mr. Bone,
Yes.
For a change, you have the +1 to go first.
I know. When does this
is
ever
actually
happen?
rare, isn't it?
Yeah, very
For you?
rare. Very rare.
Do you wish to roll first, or should we allow the guests, Mr. Liam,
Guest
to roll
always
first?
first. Always guest
Mr.
first.
Liam, would you like to roll to see who potentially can choose to go first in this battle? Mr. Liam rolls a 3.
Okay.
That is the mark of a 3.
It is indeed.
Mr. Bone,
Yes.
would you like to see if you can beat that roll, please, sir?
Yes, I would.
If you roll a 2, you will equal Liam. Because
Yeah.
2 plus 1
It's mathematics.
is 3.
Yeah, that's math.
Yes. You
Very
rolled a
good.
4.
Very good.
That then becomes a 5.
Yeah, again.
Orcs can't math. We won that roll.
Yeah, obviously. Well, you do have the opportunity now to seize the initiative, sir.
No, I've got to try.
Yes.
Mr. Liam.
There's no reason to not try.
Will it be
Exactly.
a debut power up here on Tabletop Tactics
Oh, this will be very good.
for Mr. Liam on the roll of a 6? That is a 1. Don't
is a
get
1.
excited.
I went, oh!
Don't get excited, folks. Liam uses these dice here. As you can see, the skull here is not marked for death. It's marked for
Death.
loss.
Lost, yeah, sure. A death either way, you know. Yes. Shall we carry on?
Well, Liam has the opportunity for a command point.
That's true.
If he wants to re-roll, he may do so, or he
Yeah.
may save it.
I'll try. I mean, I've got a lot of command points and I rarely ever get through all of them. So,
Mr. Liam.
yeah, I'll give it a go.
He said he's going to give it. He is choosing a different die. Are you choosing it? No, he's using a command as a command point token for Liam. Okay, Mr. Liam,
I
rolling
want you to
to
do it.
seize the initiative on the roll of a 6. Oh, it's a 4, folks. That means it is Myrmidon turn 1 coming up next. We're in. Myrmidon, turn 1. He's just drawn behind enemy lines. Mission critical objective, which he rolled number 3, which incidentally is the one on the Chaos Shrine in the centre of the battlefield. So if he wants that, it will force him out a little bit, although you could argue that that's okay with Gene Stealers anyway. You also have advance as well, so another incentive to move forward. Although that would mean moving with artillery beasts, so not sure if that's good or not. Let's see what he decides to do. The movement phase, turn 1 for Myrmidon, is complete. The entire aggressive side to his battle line has indeed advanced, including the 2 Thornback Carnifexes there, with the 18-inch 2 Devourers that they are equipped with. They're just not in range for a turn 1 shooting fest. So what they've done is they've advanced, screened here by the Gene Stealers, and protected by the Broodlord's Synapse and Bubble. He's commanding them all there. Over here, the artillery have remained static, so they will be benefiting from the Kronos Hive Fleet adaptation, and of course the Malanthrope, the Forge World Malanthrope, nasty critter. I don't know if you mentioned you had a Malanthrope in the list.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Or did I
Okay.
not? Well, I do, everyone. Surprise!
Surprise, yeah. So for those of you which aren't familiar, a Malanthrope is in the Forge World Index. Pretty cool model and pretty cool rules. He's a Synapse creature as well, so helps keep Synapse in the back of the line there. And he does provide a -1 to hit, but also that -1 to hit is just flat and does affect monstrous creatures, unlike the Venom Throats, which require 3. A pack of 3 in order to actually give the -1 to a monstrous creature. So there you go. It's got a good defensive back line here. It's got a good offensive front line. The Grots, however, do not seem perturbed. Grotty's been around. He's made some friends with them already. You might see him later
Cheering
on.
him on from the bushes.
He is, yeah. He might come out to play in a bit. He is a bit intimidated by some of these Gene Stealers, but that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Now, will you be shooting this game? Will you be doing this turn, or will you be doing any psychic first, sir?
I've as you may have seen, my Hive Tyranids are still flying around in outer
Yes.
space. I
So
don't
you've just got the Broodlord.
I don't believe he's in range.
Right.
I'll let me triple check. He might be able to get a smite off against those cheeky Grots. but,
Okay.
we'll have a look.
Turns out the Broodlord is, in fact, in Smite range. He's also got Paroxysm as a power. He's casting Smite here against the Grot line. I think, personally, a pretty nasty thing to open with.
Yeah.
Against little Grots.
Yeah, I'm not a nice person.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Let's just be clear about that. We're all good. We're all good. We've covered that. Brilliant.
Smite.
So here we go.
That is a successful Smite.
Excellent.
I'm very much out of range to deny.
Okay. So here we go. D3 mortal. It's 2 mortal. 2 of those grots slain, never to return home.
So you get
To
the pain boy nearby.
clan.
Oh, one.
Oh, one survives because of the pain boy. Recovers him. Very nice. But one is killed. We're opening with the shooting phase now, folks. Now the Hive Guard, the mighty Hive Guard with the deadly Impaler cannon, are only in range of grots. So these grots are about to take a hammering.
Yes, they are.
Here we go. So opening with unit number 1.
Yeah, so we'll do the one at the back, obviously.
Okay, sure. So it's 6 shots.
Yeah. 3's needing re-rolling 1s.
And they can re-roll 1s because of the Hive Fleet adaptation. That
All
gives them a
hit.
full house of hits.
Very nice.
The Hive Guard have a ballistic skill of 3, which is the highest in the codex for that sort of monster.
2s.
2s. It does get 3 1s. The grots are extremely tough. That is 3 wounds.
And then
Mr. Liam,
So
he's
3
got his custom force fields.
custom force fields. So 5 plus.
So 1 save, 2 failed currently.
Damage.
Damage, I believe it's a flat 2.
Yeah, that's right.
I believe it used to be D3, but I think it's a flat 2. We can double check that in a second. So
So-
let's just do 2 at a time.
First
why
one.
not?
Oh, so close.
Oh, dead.
And
Second one.
one.
Double
wow.
6.
Rolling hard.
Mr. Liam. Let's take this back. It's D3 damage now. It used to be damage 2. It's me getting ahead of myself. My fault. So we'll roll for the damage now. So should we do the D3 damage on the one that rolled double 6?
Yeah.
Because if you get a 3, it means he'll have to take another save. Nope. So he's saved. Very good. I like that, Grots. And then the one that took...
Oh.
Right, so he is definitely dead. Okay, no problem. So it is all good. Second unit of Hive Guard now, panning across the field here to the deadly grot line. Will they survive? 6 shots coming up.
Re-rolling 1s. Very nice.
Okay, it's 2s to wounds.
Oh, wow.
He's done it again.
Done it again.
He's done it again.
This is great. It's going really well.
3 wounds.
So I'll roll the 3 saves again.
He's
2.
made 1 save. And then he needs to make his D3 damage.
So
one takes 3, 1 takes 1. Mr. Liam.
So the one that takes 3.
No, he's dead. He triple dead. And it's the 1. No, he's dead too. Okay, so another couple of grots removed from the field. It's T-Fex time. Yep, Rupture Cannon is in range. Yep, by a whisker. Of the Morkanaut.
Gorkanaut.
It's the Gorkanaut.
Gorky is brutal, Morky is cunning.
Okay, so Morkanaut.
He's very, very brutal.
Is he brutal and cunning?
Yeah.
That's good. So the Rupture Cannon now has increased in its power, in my opinion, rather substantially. It's now a 3-shot weapon. I believe it is strength 10.
It is, yeah.
I believe it's a flat -3.
That's right.
Rather than
D6 damage.
right, and rather in the index you needed to hit on a 6. You need to hit twice with both. We only had 2 shots, and then it would become like a -3 or a -4. Right. Okay. Let's do this. So
he can fire. He fires twice because he hasn't moved. So
That's
we'll
right.
6 shots.
okay.
So
So we're just going to do it at the same time.
So it's 4s with re-rolling 1s.
4s re-rolling 1s. Lovely. Okay. It's got one to re-roll. Didn't afford him another hit, but he's got 3 hits there.
hits.
Lovely.
Cool, very
Okay.
nice.
We're then strength 10, and the toughness is
3, so toughness 8.
8. Great. So 3s to wounds. That's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
I'm going to use a command point on that.
Okay, he's using a command point here. He's got 3 wounds now as a result of that. So, protected by the custom Mega Force Fields.
So 3 5 plus 6.
Lovely. Mr. Liam. He gets a 6, a 3, and a 1 there, so 2 go through.
And I'll use a command point.
He's going to use his first command point of this shooting phase for a reroll. Unlucky, he didn't get it. Okay, so 2 go through. That does afford 2d6 damage with these Rupture Cannons these times. Big artillery hit. Mr. Bone get... Oh,
Very nice.
wow, a 5 and a 6. 11 wounds down. He just absolutely punched through the armour here of this this orc monstrosity. Bioacids bleeding across its hull. That's not a good look. This Tyrannofex now is opening up. He's not in range of the Morkanaut. Or Gorkanaut. He's not in range of the Gorkanaut, but he is in range of the plane here, so he will be going for the Burner Bomber, or is it the Blitzer Bomber he's got now?
Burner Bomber.
Burner Bomber, okay. So
Flying planes of death, we should just call them.
Yes.
Alright, so need 5s here.
Yes,
Which I get 1,
fives
but I
because
can
of
re-roll
You
these
can
2.
re-roll the ones, yeah, because of the hard to hit rule. So he's
Does
got
get
2
me
hits
that
in total.
Cool, very nice.
It is 3s to wound again. He's got 2 wounds, Mr. Liam.
So 2 forceful saves.
Cool. So he's protected by that custom mega force.
Oh, no.
Unlucky. No, that's 2d6 damage there. That's nasty. Oh, it's 10. It's 10.
So glad you've used your command point already.
Yes, 10 wounds. So it's still not quite first blood, but how many? Has it got 1 wound left?
2 left.
It's got 2 left. Gosh. That marks the end of the turn. We can see that advance has been discarded. He did secure mission critical objective because that is the one on the Chaos Shrine here, objective 3. Those Gene Stealers advanced onto it. So he's got 1 point, didn't secure first blood. It is Orks turn 1 coming up next. Turn 1 for the Orks, he's got no prisoners. Defend objective 6, which actually the Grots are almost standing on, and defend objective 5. So as I pan up here, this is objective 5, just by the Tyranid line. And then all the way over here is objective 6, just by the Ork line. So depending on what he does, he's got some maneuverability, powers like the jump. He could get these powers, or he could be halfway towards getting the objectives. And then he's got no prisoners as well.
And before I start my turn, just going to do a morale check for these guys.
Yes.
Because they got shot.
Absolutely. So they did lose 4, I believe.
They lost 4. They are leadership 4.
Right.
So D6 running away.
Yes.
So I'm not even going to bother rolling their morale.
Yep.
I'm just going to feed D3 of them to the dog to make sure they don't run away.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So 3 of them.
It's the big 3.
Yeah.
And then 3 saves 6. Nope, so 3 dead.
Cool, so 3 additional Grots died, just slightly out of sequence there, but no problems. Thank you, Mr. Liam, for reminding us. We are now moving on to the movement phase for the Orks, coming up next. We're mid-movement phase here, and we can see that the Burner Bomber is about to drop it like it's hot on this Gene Stealer unit here, so it happens immediately after he's moved over a unit. Here we go.
It's 1 dice per model up to 10.
Yep,
And
they've got 10.
They've got 10, yep. So on a 4+ because they're infantry, normally 5, but against infantry it's 4s.
Yeah.
And a 4+ is a mortal wound.
Very nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6, so 4.
4 mortal wounds go through. Those Gene Stealers are slain. That brings us to the second Burner Bomber, going for the other unit of Gene Stealers there, and there is the bomb about to be dropped, and there it is.
I love Orks! I love them!
So what we're going to do is mortal wounds on 4 or more.
10 dice
Mr.
again.
Liam,
Come
rolling.
on, give me a better roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead that
It is
time.
better. Okay, so 6 slain. Big chunks out of those 2 Gene Stealer units. And considering he hasn't even got to the shooting phase yet, that's not bad at all. The Ork horde is on the move. Grots here did indeed advance, and they are around this objective, so they're halfway towards defending it. That's objective 6 there. This Ork mob did indeed advance, coming through the archways here, in and around the Grots. And of course, it's possible to get in the charge. They will have to go up the terrain and so forth with 8th edition, but I'm not sure quite what it is. Distance wise, maybe an 8. We'll check that in a moment. Be interesting to find that out.
Yeah, because they can advance and charge.
They can advance and charge.
Yeah,
You're happy about that,
I should have asked that question. I should have asked that question. Everyone's like, oh, will Ben advance? Like, why wouldn't I? Because they can advance and charge.
This warlord here, zipping up on his bike. He didn't advance, did he?
Nope.
No, okay, so he's just
He
gone
does
forwards.
not, unfortunately, benefit from the wild.
Exactly. And then this mob, they advanced, didn't they? But obviously they're still really out of charge range this turn. The big Ork monstrosity here, the Morkanauts, just tucking himself up here behind the ruin truck. Shambling along, not really providing any support at the moment. We've got Painboy in here, another mech. And this mech, is this the one with the custom Mega Force fields?
Yeah, they both have.
They both have one. Okay, fantastic. So he's giving his bubble over here as well. And we've got 2 weird boys which have come forward here, as well as the Ork banner. Meanwhile, the 2 bombers, you've already seen what they've done. Taken chunks out of the Gene Stealers, very Starship Troopers style. They just incinerated a whole bunch of bugs there. But let's see what they can do with their Dakar. It will be a psychic phase coming up first, however, and that's coming up next. However, we are just still at the end of the movement phase here. We've got to do the repairs. Liam actually changed the move of the mech. He's just moving it over here because, of course, otherwise he couldn't repair the Morgan. So let's do this.
So it's like a regular repair for the Marines and stuff like that. It's D3, but then he gets a 1 off once per game plus 1 to that roll.
Cool.
So,
You're rolling again, mate.
4. It's a 4, and you're doing +1.
3.
So 3 hull points or wounds in 8th edition back, putting him on 10 wounds. Any other repair rolls this turn? No, that's it, isn't it? Okay,
Psychic.
so Psychic coming up. Here we go. We are casting Warpath. So due to the proximity of Orks around the Weird Boys, getting a +4 to this roll. Should be a +5, but with Shadow in the Warp from the Broodlord there, it's a -1. So here we go.
So I need a 7 to successfully cast, which it's a
6
success,
and
but 7.
1. So 7 is what he needed. 7 is what he got. He can, of course, deny that with the Broodlord. So he just needs an 8. He's done a 9. There we go. He has... Oh, of course, because you're adding your +4 here. Yes, so he has failed to do that. Right, burner bomber time, but firing their Dakar now at the Broodlord because he is the nearest. So here we go. What
This
are
is
we
the
opening with?
crippled plane.
Yep.
So it's got twin big shooter, which is the black dice, and 2 super shooters, which are the red dice.
Perfect.
So they're hitting on 6s because I'm super crippled. They're hitting on 5s because it's a grot gunner.
Yep.
That one, and that was it.
Okay, so 2 hits.
Stroke 5, so I think 4s.
I think it's 4s.
Yep.
Yeah, toughness 5 for a Broodlord.
For 2.
It's got 2 wounds. Lovely.
No rend damage.
Okay, so 4s.
Saves
Takes 1.
1, fails 1, takes 1 wound.
And then
Okay.
means I go straight into the next plane next to him. It's exactly the same, but 5s on the red now and 4s on the black.
Copy that. 5s and 4s is what he's looking for.
Ooh, that looks like a tasty roll.
Yup. That's some good rolling there. Lots of hits. Can he get the wounds through?
So now these are strength 6, so they're 3s.
3s to wound with the red
4s
dice.
on that one.
Okay, so 3s on red, 4s on black. He's wounded with all 3 of the red and 3 of the black.
So 3 no rend and 3 rend 1.
Okay, cool. So we'll do the 3 no rend first.
Okay.
Okay.
Saves 2.
Yep, so another one down. And then this is with the rend, yeah?
Yeah.
So
So
5s now.
5s now.
Of which he does save another 2. So he's lost 3 wounds in total.
Which leaves him on
Broodlord
3 wounds.
has got 3 wounds and will survive this turn. Orc Dakar coming in from the boys mob over here. They did run or advance, so it's a -1 to hit, so it means it's 6s to hit, and I think, what was it, 8 that are in range of
8
these
in range
of these 4 Gene Stealers. Okay, so 6s is what he wants. Right,
good shooting
just the
from
one.
the
Can he wound?
Nope.
It's a 1, no. Okay, so that is them finished. This Orc mob now opening up against this Gene Stealer unit. How many have we got, Liam?
10.
10, okay.
Again, they're hitting on 6s because
Yes.
they did advance.
Exactly. Right, okay.
Spot
Just
on.
1 then. And
Doesn't wound.
no, failed wounds. Okay, so that both the Orc mobs opened up. Let's see what he does next. Opening up with the Gorkanaut here against both the Gene Stealers and the Carnifex. So you're firing the rockets at the Carnifex,
Yeah.
or the Thornback to be specific, and you're firing all of the massive Dakar against those 4 Gene Stealers. Looking for first blood. What are we firing first?
So let's do the 2 rockets at
Okay.
the Thornback. So I need 5s.
Once it
one
hits.
hit. Strength 8, so 4s.
3s, because I'm tough to 7.
Of course.
Got a 1. Classic. Okay.
Um,
Oh, it's consideration of a command. By the looks of it. No, he leaves it. Okay.
so
Then
now
we've got.
this is the Mega Dakar Cannon
Yep.
at the 4 Gene Stealers. So 3d6
Yep.
shots.
3d6. So 6, 6, and a
13.
1. Very nice. Lucky for some. So that is the large. Let's see if I can show it to you guys. The large rotary cannon just here. Very cool.
I love that model.
Yeah, it's great.
Can you tell I like orcs, everyone? No.
Do you like all?
I like them a lot. They're really fun.
Everyone loves the Orcs.
Here we go. 5s and 6s looks like 4.
4.
4 hits. Okay.
And then strength 6, so 3s.
3s to wounds these stealers, 1 for each of them. And that is
so
indeed a wound for
3,
each of them.
Rend 1.
Cool. So
They've got a lightning reflex invulnerable save of 5+, regardless of the situation. So he wow, what a roll. Passes 3, only fails 1, so just 1 Gene Stealer kill. You've just got a smaller Dagger gun now.
And now
Big shooters.
The P shooters.
Yeah.
So same again, 5s to hit.
Oh, that's nice. He's got a good spread of hits there.
That's pretty good.
Can translate into wounds.
And strength 5, so
3s to wound.
3s. 5.
Okay, so it's 4 wounds. It's forcing the issue here. There's only 3 Gene Stealers left. Bone does pass 2.
One
That
is
leaves
left.
1 Gene Stealer left alive. They are leadership 10 as well, so a morale is potentially not an issue. Although, actually, to be fair, he's lost 9 this round.
Yeah.
So it's actually a big issue.
it's a big issue.
Now, within the hull of the truck, the tank busters. Really vicious units. They're firing the tank busters at the Thornback here, and he's firing the big shooter on the truck at the lone Gene Stealer, but he's going to save that for last. So what we're opening with here are the tank busters.
The tank busters first, so 5s to hit.
Yep.
You're not a vehicle, so I don't get to re-roll. That'll be 3.
Yep.
It's pretty average. And then strength 8, so 3s
He's
for
got 2 wounds.
2 and what's your armor save?
3.
I'll use a command point on that.
Okay. So he's 3 command points down. He rolls gets a 2 anyway. Okay. Always the way, isn't it? Right, so 2 wounds go through. Does he get yes.
-2.
-2. So 5s or 6s to save here on the Thornback. He's got 1 save, he's got 1 failed save. So 1
3 damage.
does go through for 3 wounds.
Cool.
Flat 3 damage, very nice. And now for the shooter against the Gene Stealer from the truck.
So 5s.
No hits. So that's that. Just leave 1 model left in your army to fire, Mr.
It
Lee.
does indeed.
Which is your warlord himself.
Zatsnark himself with his 2 twin shooters.
Okay,
His
is
twin
he
shooter.
firing at that Gene Stealer?
He is indeed.
Okay.
He sees a big pile of blood over there in the corner and gets a bit of a lust going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to fire in that direction
Very good.
with 1 hit.
Wow, okay. 1 hit, people.
Strength 5,
Yep.
so 3s. It wounds.
It's a 6. You need to 5 or more.
Hey!
Save! It's a 1. The Gene Stealer is slain. That's first blood. Here we go. Zagsnark charging the Gene Stealers. We're in the charge phase. Can he make it? No Overwatch, obviously.
So, I didn't actually know how much he needs to go. So he needs a 9.
9 inches.
So an 8.
Okay.
Ooh.
There you go.
So that is a
It's
5.
a 5, so that's a
fail.
failed charge. Okay.
So then he gets here we go.
Here we
Which is
go.
a reroll. Hit both dice, obviously.
Yep. That's a
an
6,
8,
7, 8. Just fails. Oh,
Which is a 9 you needed?
fair enough.
You needed...
Yeah.
I needed a 9, so 8. Because of the 1.
6. Okay. Oh, does he make it? All right, let's double check it. So he does. Zagsnark just sneaks up here. He can get just within an inch of this Gene Stealer on the end. We're now charging with the large mob of boys. And they're going to declare a charge against both these units, just in case he gets a big roll and then can, of course, attack both. Yeah. So let's see what happens.
So 6.5 to there.
Yep.
And a 10 to there. So if I get a 9, it gives me a bit of leeway for movement. That
Yes.
way. But here we go. Only allows me to reroll failed. So if I only roll just enough to get there, I can't re-roll it to get the larger distance.
That's right. Unless you use a command roll on something.
So 7.
He's rolled a 7. Okay. Fair enough.
Um,
You're keeping that as it is?
I will actually command point the 1.
Yes. I would.
Thinking about it, because the other charge, if he doesn't make it, it's not that bad of a thing. For 9.
Gets a 9. Lovely.
Okay.
So it just gives a little bit extra movement there for more attacks. The War Banner now will attempt to charge. He does need an 11, however, to make it. Got a 5, got a 5. It's a 10. So there you go. Here we are in the fight phase. So he's chosen to activate the Orc boys first. He's piled in. And he has made it to both units of Gene Stealers. First up, we're doing the attacks against the full strength Gene Stealer broods. Talk us through this, Mr. Liam.
It's okay, so there's 12 boys and my knob.
Okay.
So I'm going to swing my knob first
Okay.
for 5 attacks because they're 3 base plus 1 for the chopper.
Yeah.
2 base plus 1 for his chopper slugger plus 1 because I have more than 20 boys in the unit. And
Yeah.
I've got warpath off, so another plus 1.
Perfect. All right, let's do it.
So they're hitting 2s currently because they are next to the big shiny knob banner.
Okay.
Which is 4 hits. And he's strength 5, so he wounds on
3s. Yeah.
for 2
He
so
gets
far.
2 wounds. Okay, so 2 lightning reflex saves will be required.
And then this is 6 guys, so I just roll this one twice.
Yep. Perfect.
Roll that 'cause it's not in flat. So that one, and that one didn't hit. Then I'll roll those wounds.
Let's see if they survive that.
4s to wound though,
4s to
because
wound.
these are only strength 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wounds so far.
Plus the additional 2 is 17 wounds, so 17 saves are required.
Just let me grab some dice.
And then that was a remarkable 2 misses from that lot.
Yeah.
And so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
32 saves required after all of the dust settles.
Okay.
But they're strong, they can do it.
There's no minus on any of these, is there?
No.
So he will get. Well, to be fair, the save is still just 5 up.
Yeah.
Because we haven't given them the extended carapace.
No.
So
So how many was it, sorry?
32.
Okay, well I might just do them. So 6.
They're literally like grabbing at your carapace and trying to reach into the soft spots.
Well, look, let's just do 12 at a time, shall
Okay.
we? Well, two 12s and, yeah, I don't know. That's a weird. 12 is a weird number to choose.
All right,
Let's
start
do-
with 12, and
Yeah.
then you can do 2 batches of 10. So 5s and 6s to save. Well, he's only saved 3 out of that initial batch,
Yep,
so that's
so 9
9
are
dead. So if you'd just like to roll a few more dice.
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
it's
dead. And now we have 8 attacking this Gene Stealer brood. Nearly all the Gene Stealers killed so far. Can he finish them off? Myrmidon's Vanguard will be annihilated then.
So same again, so 2s to hit. There's
Yep.
lots of misses that time. And then
4s to wound.
4s to wound. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12
Let's
wounds.
just roll that first. Before we continue this freak show.
Well, that is it. That is the total on these Gene Stealers.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Really?
Yes. So
Are we
you
sure?
could- if you're lucky, you could have some survive.
Unfortunately, I'm not lucky.
No. Well, you did say 4, but you've
Yeah.
still failed more than you have. That Gene Stealer unit is wiped out. Now, he has consolidated just into this Carnifex here, the Thornback. He will get to swing at him. So here we go. 5 attacks, monstrous siding talent. We can
I can
reroll
reroll
ones
ones, luckily.
because of the monstrous siding. That's
Very
a
good.
full house of
That's what we
hits.
wanted.
And this will actually kill on 2s. That is 4 wounds.
Damage.
But the damage.
It's 3.
I was rolling for Pain Boy, of course, because the brood is... No, he's dead. Second one, he's dead. Third one is dead. Fourth one is dead. So 4 orcs slain by the Carnifex there. He went squish on them. Interesting. Now, does that mark the end of your turn, Mr. Liam?
That is the end of my turn, that is everything.
Okay.
So
he did get no prisoners for 3 units. So that's D3 points that he will secure here. In addition to his first blood. So he's got 2 points there, plus first blood for 3.
I'm going to be cheeky.
Are you going to command point it?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting, 'cause that's risky. He already got the average. He did succeed
Very
in
nice.
transferring it to a 3, though. So that's 3 points. He's only got 3 command points left now. Defend objective 5.
Ditching that one.
He's ditching it. Okay, and he's halfway towards defend objective 6. So at the end of turn 1 for the Orcs, a really good turn. He's got 4 points to the Nids, who are currently on 1 point. Let's see if Myrmidon can retaliate now. Don't forget, they've got 2 flying Hive Tyrants in the air. Turn 2 for Myrmidon. He's drawn Psychological Warfare. That's not that hard. Defend Objective 5, not bad. You'll see why in a minute. Behind enemy lines, still in play. Now, as I pan up here, that's Objective 5. This is the Carnifex. He is now halfway towards defending it because he fell back from the Orc mob in the middle. And as we pan across here, oh, hello. A winged monstrosity has landed. Oh, and hello. Another winged monstrosity has landed.
They were there the whole time.
They were there the whole time, exactly. So what we have here is the Carnifex, the Thornback, and the Broodlord have swung around here. Why have they done that? Well, for a start, if these flyers blow up, they don't want to take the potential 3 mortal wounds on a 4-up. Exactly. Furthermore, with this Carnifex falling back how he has done, likewise, the only things which will take the 3 mortal wounds if the flyers blow up are the Orc mob in the middle themselves. Of course, all of the artillery pieces and the Malanthrope there have remained static. It is now time for Myrmidon to try and reclaim the centre of the board. Let's see if they can do it. They've got a psychic phase coming up. There's definitely potential to cause some damage here. Let's see what he can do. He's opening with Smite itself. Broodlord into the War Boss. The Warlord Zagstruck. Let's see if we can do it. Smite. Double 6, whoa. Mr. Bond. Now, that's an interesting one, because it is perils, but... and he's only got the 3 wounds left.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it is D6 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
And he's got 6 wounds?
Yeah.
Or is it 5 wounds?
6 plus 1 for the bike.
Okay, so...
Does it go off if you die through perils?
Yeah,
yes.
It goes off, but it would also then blow everything up around him.
I can't stop it.
And the funny thing is as well, is that it would then, him blowing up could then potentially kill the Warlord anyway. But they could do a weird double strike thing.
I have kamikaze units as well!
Right, so let's just go over the rules for the perils. We'll work out what happens in what order and come back to you. So it appears to be a bit of an orky display here. And no doubt savvy amongst you would have pointed out that yes, actually, if you do roll a perils regardless and you kill yourself, the power actually doesn't go off. I thought actually it would go off if you rolled the double 6, but no. So Bonus decided to keep the roll, and he's now going to do the damage on himself. So it's D3 wounds to the to the Broodlord, Mr. Bone. So obviously if he survives...
A bit nervous.
It goes off regardless. He's got 2 wounds, that means the Broodlord will survive on 1 wound. And now it's D6 mortal wounds on the Warlord. Now he's going to attempt to dispel. Interesting. How can you if he rolled a double 6?
I can't.
And you've got a -1. Yeah. He failed to dispel. Okay. Now, D6 mortal wounds on the roll of a 6. He could potentially kill him outright. Does have tenacious. It's got 4. It's got 4. That's 4 wounds.
I'm going to take that.
Yeah, he keeps it. It's tenacious survivor time now. It's on the roll of 6s. He can try and ignore that wound. No, that's 4 wounds that go through. That does, of course, put the Warlord in deadly peril, but just not perils of the warp. Now, this flying Hive Tyrant, that isn't the Warlord. He's the second in command. He is going to smite, of course. Again, still the nearest model here. Could kill him. It goes off. It goes off on a 9. It's got an attempt at a denial with a weird boy.
Super high roll.
You need a high roll, yeah, because he's got a -1 to it. No, that's not going to be enough. Okay, so therefore it goes through. It's D3 mortal wounds. This could be a kill shot. It's just the 1.
How many wounds does he have left?
He's only got 2 left.
Then I will be obviously
He's command re-rolling it. He wants to force the issue here, see if he can get an early Warlord kill. Can he do it? It's the 3. That means Mr. Liam needs to roll 2 6s. Out of these 3 dice with the Tenacious Survivor to prove Zagstruck is the ultimate war boss. Oh, I thought it was done for a minute. It's nuts. He's going to use a command reroll on it. Interesting. Leaving him with only 2 command points. It's a gamble, but will it pay off? Mr. Liam! No. It doesn't. That is Slay the Warlords. And that does open up charges for the Broodlords and the Carnifex against the Orc boys. Potentially some different targets over here. Interesting. This same Hive Tyrant now turns his attention to this large mob.
Yep.
He's casting Paroxysm. What does that do, Mr. Bane?
I will read it. It's a
Okay.
bit of a mouthful, so bear with me. Paroxysm
Yes.
has a warp charge value of 5. If manifested, choose an enemy unit within 18 inches of the psych I have
Yes.
measured. They are in.
Yes.
Until your psychic phase, that unit cannot fight in the fight phase until all other units that are able to have done so.
Right.
So it means that if he charges,
He
I
still
get to-
can't fight.
can-
Yeah,
exactly.
Until last. Very good.
If both players have units that cannot fight until all other units have done so, then you alternate choosing which
Sure.
of those units fight with, same with the player whose turn is taking place.
Got it. Okay.
Cool.
Here we go. Paroxysm goes
Goes
off
up.
on a 6.
I don't know if I'm in range.
Well, you used him to deny Broodlord.
Yeah,
Where's
both.
your other? Oh, they're both, of course. Yes, I keep
But,
forgetting. Let's have a little look.
I'll just roll and see if it.
Just roll to see if you could anyway.
No.
No, you couldn't. All right, so fair enough. That is that. It does go off. Paroxysm happens on this big mob of boys, and we're still not done with the psychic phase yet. Just one more power to cast. He's not going to be casting Smite with this Hive Tyrant because he's worried that Liam will remove some of the nearer models to the spore clusters, or I think the spine banks that the Tyrannofexes have. So he wants to keep them in range for as long as he can. So he's going to cast Catalyst on himself, which allows the model to ignore wounds on a 5 or more. So pretty good. Let's see if we can cast
So
it.
it's a 6 I need.
So yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7 goes off, no problems at all. So actually, just before he went into the shooting phase, he was checking his what is the name of the weapon? It's the spore.
No, I've got the Tyrannofex says the Stinger Salvo as well.
Yeah, Stinger Salvo, exactly. So it's actually a 24-inch range. So it means that he can safely smite without too many models being removed.
Yep.
So here we go, smite. Goes off on an 11, safely for D6 mortal wounds. Wow. Just the one after all of that.
Better than a kick in the teeth,
Yeah,
right?
one mortal wound. And yeah, he does kill one Orc boy. It is the shooting phase coming up next. Right, we're in the shooting phase. We're opening with Hive Guard. Can they seek and find their target? It is the 2 wounds Burner Bomber. Here we go.
So it'd be 4's rerolling 1s.
4s.
Ooh.
Rerolling
We're
1s.
re-rolling the 1s because Kronos
Very
gets
good.
4 hits.
4 hits.
That's what he wanted. It's a nice average there. Okay, it is
3s.
3 wounds. Strength 8 on the Impaler Cannon. That is 3 wounds.
Minus 2.
I believe it's minus 2.
6s.
6s to save on 3 dice.
Nope.
Double 1 and a 4 there.
One.
Yeah. So
Right, so
that means it's definitely destroyed.
Definitely destroyed.
So he does now need to roll for it to blow up. It does blow up on a 4 or more, of which it is a 1. Will you be keeping that 1, Mr. Liam?
Yes.
Yes. So it doesn't blow up. It's gone off the board. It's got rid of 1 flyer there. Do we know what we're firing next?
I'll do the next Hive Guard unit at this one.
Right, so the second Hive Guard unit engaging this flyer. To hit 4s, just in a minus 1. He's re-rolling the 1s. He's got 1 hit so far. Can he translate those 2 misses into 2 hits? Gets another hit. So he's got 2 hits. It's 3s to wounds. It's just
One
the
wound.
1 wounds. Okay. It's a 6 to save. He rolls a 1. And
D3.
it's D3 damage. He's got 2. So 2 wounds down on this flyer. It's T-Fex time. The Rupture Cannon is firing twice at the big guy. The Stinger Salvos are firing twice at the Orc mob in the middle of the board. So it is 3 to wound now. Strength 10, no less. Ooh,
Ooh.
wow.
2 wounds.
He keeps that. Okay, yeah.
No, I do not. Have I used anything this shooting phase?
You've not used
Not
any
yet.
command
No.
points.
Yes,
no.
I'm gonna use one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, he's got 3 wounds now. The minus is 3. So it's 6 is the save. Ah, but you've got your big mech, of
Plus
course.
1 for that, would I?
No. So it is 5 up
5
and
ups.
vulnerables. He's got 1 save and 2 failed. 3 and a 1 and a 6 there. So it's now down to Mr. Bone.
So 2d6.
2d6 damage. 6 wounds. Okay, so it's got 4 wounds left now. Because of course it was repaired last turn. We've now got the infantry to be shot at here.
Yeah, so it's assault 4,
Yep.
firing twice. They've only got one stinger salvo. Those are 2.
No, it's just the one.
Just the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to double check these things, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, again, 4s, rerolling 1s.
Oh wow, that's a lot of hits.
That's all
Yes,
hits.
7 hits. They don't hit on 3s, they hit on 4s, right?
Oh yes, of
Cool.
course.
So 7 hits, and then wounding on 3s because they are strength 5. Okay, that's 4 wounds and it's -1.
Yep.
So no save other than a pain boy.
Flat pain boy save.
Okay.
Nope.
No, that is 4 slain. So these orcs are starting to get whittled down here. That is 5 hits. 3s to wound here. That is a full house. That is not looking like a healthy start for the Gorkamore. Can he survive? 6s to save.
This is where I need one of those really lucky Yahtzee rolls.
Yahtzee.
Come on.
No, it was a valiant effort.
I'm not going to use a command point on that, so he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah.
4 go through.
Yeah, 4 go through. He's only got 4 wounds left. It would be a whopping 4d6 damage. He doesn't
not
blow up, but
That's a
sadly he is destroyed. Stinger salvos now against the orc mob. So another 8 shots, re-rolling those 1s.
Yep.
Not as healthy a roll as last time, just the 3 hits.
Where was that on the rupture cannon?
3's to wounds. That is 2 wounds. Saves for the pain boy now. That is 2 kills. Carnifex now, so he's got enhanced senses. I keep calling him a Carnifex. He is technically a Carnifex variant, but his official name is the Thornback. But with enhanced senses that the Thornback gets, it's a +1 to his ballistic skill, so he hits on 3s with 12 shots. That's strength 6 here with the Devourers. Not bad. Cool. And he did move, so he can't re-roll the 1.
Nope.
With Kronos' ability, but he's hit with the majority anyway. And then he wounds on 3s. Of which he gets a whopping 6 wounds. So no minus on the Devourers. So he will get to save with his t-shirts here.
T-shirt save.
On 6s. Okay, nothing. And then the pain boy save.
Pain boy save.
On 6s.
Well,
Just 2. Okay, so 4 are slain by the Devourers. Now that marks the end of the shooting phase, except now he's using his first stratagem here for firing twice.
That's right.
And he's activating that on the Hive Guard because they're infantry. So at the end of the shooting phase, he can now just shoot again.
So I'm
And
going to shoot at this man
you're
here.
firing at the burner bomber. Okay.
Ugh,
Right, the worst
ugly
roll
roll.
he could possibly have.
Ugly roll.
Okay, 2 hits, 1 wound.
Save 6.
No, fails, and it's D3 damage.
Just
The 1. Okay,
Very
so
good.
that marks the end of the shooting phase. There will be a charge phase for Myrmidon this turn. Let's see if he can finish off the creatures at the centre of this board. We're in the charge phase. The Thornback has declared a charge. He is charging both the banner bearer here and the orc mob. He needs a 7 to make it into both.
So let's do the custom shooter from the mob first.
Okay.
For no hits.
No hits.
And then, we've got the tape measure. Actually see who's in range to fire. 12 range. So any pistols past that point can fire. Which is that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
So 19 shots coming at the Thornback. Thornback Carnifex is really quite good, I think.
Yeah.
Now.
The
for their
19th shot instead of a pistol will
Yep.
actually be a stick one.
Cool.
So for
So
4.
4. Shrapnel blasts go off.
Yep.
No hits though.
And then these are the rest of them. For
Is that not a single hit?
Not a single hit.
Great. Okay. That's the way it goes sometimes. Right. So we just need a 7 to make both. 5 or a 6 will make it for the banner bearer. Here we go. Well, he's rolled a 10, so he is very comfortable with that. The Thornback is about to smash into the lines. Here we go. Living battering ram because he's just made the charge. He's now in with obviously within an inch of the banner bearer and the orcs. So on a 4 or more, these units take D3 mortal wounds. So which one are we rolling for first?
Let's do the banner boy.
Okay, on a 4 or more, he takes D3 mortal wounds, which is significant. That is a 1.
No.
Okay,
Next
and
one.
on the orc boys, that is a 6. So they will take D3 mortal wounds.
They take
3. So 3 of the boys, unless the pain boy can help them. He does save 1, but 2 are slain straight off the bat. Broodlord now charging both. He probably needs about 5 or a 6. Let's see what he gets. He's fine. On a 10, he will engage both those units, no problem. Hive Tyrant now does have a general glance, and because of the +1 inch to the charge, he needs a 9 to make it into the Orc boys as well. He's got 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see consideration here. It's potentially thinking of command points.
It's not great though, is it? It's not great because I'd still need a 5 or a 6.
You need a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
If you were to re-roll the 3.
Yeah, I'm not going to be honest.
Okay, he leaves it as it is. Let's see what happens next. Now this winged Hive Tyrant, second in command, is going to engage the Burner Bomber. Interesting. Okay. First of all, we've got some Overwatch.
So this is all the Overwatch. I'm hoping it does enough to leave him on 3 wounds, so that when he kills me and I blow up, it kills him as well.
Nice. 6s?
Yeah.
Got 2, buddy. Yeah.
They're both going to need 5s.
Yeah.
Nope.
No wounds. Okay, so he does weather that Overwatch there, and he needs a 9 to make it in.
8.
Or an 8 rather, because
Yeah,
of the +1
because of the
inch.
adrenaline.
That's correct. Yeah. Double 6, no problem at all. That could be game for that flyer. Here we go, folks. It is now Thornback time. He's activating the Thornback first, and he is putting all of the attacks into the Banner Bearer. Does not want that hitting on 2s to hits.
So it's 3s because
Yep,
of the,
because of the
battering
charge.
ram. Yep.
Oh, okay. They all hit.
Excellent. 3s again.
However, only 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
What's the minus?
The minus is 3.
So it would no be.
Damage is 3.
So he is dead. There you go. No save. And the Carnifex absolutely smashes him to smithereens. Will Liam be interrupting? He's only got 2 command points left. If he chooses to use that now, he will have nothing left.
Well, I don't want that Patriarch to get the hits in on me, so I think I'm going to have to just to make sure it dies.
So, here we go. The Orc boys will be hitting now. He's interrupted. He's got no command points left, which he did lose a lot of boys, which means that he will not be able to save himself from morale if that becomes an issue. But his leadership is per the model count in the unit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be fine. If he whiffs, though, and doesn't kill this Broodlord, it could be a problem.
Got to stay there.
Right, so there's 7 that are in attack range of the Broodlord. Let's see if they can bring him down.
So now hitting on 3s.
Now hitting on 3s.
That was a really good swing.
Okay.
Wounding on 5s.
Yeah, that's the harder part. But the Broodlord only has the 1 wound. 5 wounds. Right, he has forced the issue here. It's not a bad roll.
6, 8, 9.
9 wounds.
Whoa.
Only requires 9 saves of 4. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
To save.
It was pretty
He
close.
makes all but 2. Wow,
Nearly enough.
That was cool.
Broodlord is slain by the
Why have I
Orcs.
done that?
And
Because
now the 5 that are in attack range of the Carnifex here, the Thornback.
Oh, I lost 12 models this turn, so they might actually run away.
Morale is an issue, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
okay.
3s and toughness 7?
Yeah.
So 3s and 5s again. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Okay, 5s.
Come on. Oh, 6s.
Oh, okay. No, not bad.
4.
4 wounds.
Not bad.
Kind of Thornback save is 3 up. He makes all but 1, so
Took
1
one of those scales
wound
off.
down. And now against the Burner Bomber, we have the winged Hive Tyrant. So 2 pairs of monstrous scything talons. He is just used the stratagem,
Yep.
Voracious Appetite, to reroll wounds as well, which is nasty. So he hits on 2s and he rerolls 1s because of a pair of monster striving talons. So he can reroll the 1 there, so effectively a 2+ rerollable. No, okay, so that's 4 hits. And then he wounds on 3s. What's the strength?
6. What's the toughness of this?
The toughness is 6. So you're not strength 7?
No.
Oh, you're toughness 7.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And the strength of this monster sliding talons is user.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here we go then. Forced to wound. But gets to re-roll. He's got 3 wounds already, and re-rolling, it's still just 3 wounds. So actually...
It's -3.
Right, so no save. Damage?
3.
Well then in which case,
so
3,
it's
6, 9.
Yeah.
It is blown up. He does it just. Okay, does it blow up? Obviously Mr. Liam would like this. It's a 2, and he's got no command reroll. So there you go. Now correct me if I'm wrong, that marks the end of the turn.
It does.
An interesting one. The tides definitely have turns there. There is a morale check for the Orc horde in the middle.
So they lost 12.
Yes.
And there's 14 models left, so leadership 14.
Okay.
So effectively -2.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
What did he roll? He rolled a 5. Okay. So a few more gone there, but still, a fair size of them left. Now, objective-wise, he's halfway towards defend objective 6. Will you be discarding anything? Also, he did fail psychological warfare there.
Yeah.
If your opponent failed a morale test, he did. So that is another point. So Bone is currently on 2 points. Liam, however, 3 with Warlord, exactly. Liam's on 4 points. So it is now 4-3. This game is...
First Blood.
5 with First Blood. Okay, it is now tight. He will have to retaliate here. He did lose both Flyers and the Morkanaut there. That turn his Warlord. Large, substantial lot of his Orc hordes.
Before we end your turn,
Yes.
I held objective
He
6.
did get defend objective 6 this turn, so that is worth 2 points as well. So that puts Liam on 7 points to Mr. Bones 4 points.
4 points.
Okay, 7-4. Let's go into Orcs turn 2. That's coming up next. Here we go, it's Orcs turn 2. He's got mission critical objective, which is also number 3, so everything's happening in the shrine. Witch Hunter and Master the Warp. As we pan up here, we can see that the Orcs have indeed done some shuffling. This large mob, they haven't run, have they?
No.
Yeah, they've just shuffled forwards. The truck has moved forward. Don't forget, it's got tank busters in there. Weird boys moving forwards. Did the Orc mobs here stay in combat?
The ones that ran away,
Yes.
because they came out of the front rank, I was then no longer in combat.
Right, so you've just left that as it is. Okay, fine. Grots have shuffled further forwards here, and this is one of the mechs. No, this is one of the mechs with your custom war, and then we've got the Pain Boy, exactly.
Because these guys, see something juicy up there.
They do. So based on this, it will be the Psychic phase coming up next. Let's see what Liam does. First up is Warpath, being cast on the larger mob of Orc boys. Okay.
I like the larger mob. And from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 19,
Yep.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Just checking his bonus here.
37, 38, 39, 40. It's going to be plus 4, but minus... Oh,
-1.
minus 1, because
Yep.
I'm in... Yeah.
Yep, Shadow of the Warp.
So plus 3.
Okay.
For
10.
13. So he takes
That's a
D3 roll
barrels.
wings.
Yep. D3. Orcs 3. Okay, so Orcs have their own weird psychic. Okay.
And the other weird
Barrels.
boy, so that's at least...
Master Warp has been fulfilled, yes.
and then I will jump them.
The jump. This is the infamous power at the moment. Okay, cool. See if we can get them across the
So
battlefield.
again, plus 3.
Yep.
For 12.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So again, it is a perils though.
But they can't be dispelled, which is the important
But if he dies to the perils,
This is the other one.
oh, it's the other one. Okay, fine.
I can only cast one spell for one.
It's just the one. Okay, so the jump goes off. Let's see where he moves.
2d3 tank buster bombs and 2 squigs at the Carnifex.
Cool. Here we are. It's tank buster time in the shooting phase, and he's firing at the Thornback. Ouch. So what are we opening with first, Mr. Liam?
So I'm gonna, because there's 2 tank buster units in
Yes.
there. It means I can throw 2 tank buster
Sure.
bombs.
Which is basically like a big melter bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are grenade D3
Okay.
for 2,
So
3.
3. Yep. Hitting on 5.
And these are the squig bombs, which hit on 2s.
Yes.
So these are the grenades
Grenades.
for 1.
Okay. 1 wound.
And then the same damage as the squig bomb, so I roll the
Okay.
squig bomb hits as well. For 2.
1. Yep. Okay. So 2 wounds.
And they're both strength 8 minus 2 d6
Yep.
damage.
2 hits rather. Yep.
For 2 wounds.
Both wounded. Okay. Minus
2.
Okay. So he'll get 5 up saves against this.
Love
Oh wow, Mr. Bone.
Whoa.
Wow. Double 5. Okay. Unfortunate there for Mr. Liam.
That would have been 9 damage.
Yeah.
And then these are all firing at Mr. Jazz Hands himself.
Okay, so that is this one up here, of course, the Warlord. So he does have Catalyst on.
Oh, 3 hits.
3 hits. Smash, smash, smash.
3's to wounds. Strength 8
Threes.
for 1
Oh
wound.
no, only 1, Liam. Ah, unlucky. Okay.
What's the minus?
2.
Minus 2, so you get a 5 up save.
Yep.
He does fail that one though, Mr. Liam.
Damage
It's a flat
3.
3, so it means he gets to roll 3 dice now for Catalyst, ignoring any wounds on 5s because of the psychic power he casts. No,
no
all 3
single
go
one.
through.
Nice.
So there you go. Does get 3 wounds on that Tyrant.
And then I'll throw the big shooter from the truck at him as well.
Okay.
No.
No hits. It's the Grot army now firing up at the Warlords. Here we go. To hit.
Unfortunately, I lost the bonus to hit, so 1 missed.
Yeah.
6s.
6s.
Oh, I got 2.
He's got 2. Every little helps. Okay. Saves of 3 or more. Saves 6 and a 2. So Catalyst does save him though. Okay. So unfortunately the Grots didn't make their mark. The Orc mob now firing at the Thornback. First opening with a stick bomb. D6. Just a 1. Okay. Does that shrapnel get him in the eye? It's a miss. Okay. So now the shooters, sluggers, etc.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
Not bad. Not bad. 5 to wound though.
2.
2 wounds. Saves of 3 or more for the Thornback. He loves life. Lots of 5s and 6s here from Mr. Bone.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Bit weird.
This Orc mob now, the main mob, his alpha mob if you like, are firing everything they can at this Hive Tyrants. So it's 19 pistols and it's 10 shooters.
16, 17, 18, 19.
So we're opening with pistols first.
It's all the same strength.
Oh, fantastic.
Just roll it
He's got
together.
them all together. 5s.
Couple, not too many, but a couple at least.
Yeah, and if you can scratch him up.
If I can take a little bit of a fleck of a scale here and there.
You'll take that, no doubt. 5s to wounds, the tougher part. It's got a few. It's not bad. It's 7 wounds.
7.
It's not bad. Saves of 3 or more here.
Oh.
It's a shocker.
Wow.
It's a shocker.
That's
That
not good.
is 5 failed wounds right off the bat. It's the charge phase. The Grot army charges the Thornback.
They fear nothing.
They fear nothing. 12 devour shots on the Overwatch. Not a
Not
single hit.
one. Ouch.
Obviously, and understandably, the Thornback is nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing the Grots
So-
skitter towards him.
It was 7, I think it was. Yep, just over 6, so 7.
Cool.
So 6 will get me there. Come on. Oh,
5,
9.
6, 7, 8, 9. That'll do it, folks. They're in. So the Grots are in. What are we charging with next?
Pain Boy.
Pain Boy goes into the Thornback. That's a
10's
10. That'll make
enough,
it. No
yeah.
problem at all. And we may as well keep rolling here. Anything else charging him?
Then the Weird Boys declared that they're going to go, so I'll do the blue one first.
Okay, so they're going to have to go around their own mob here.
Oh,
3
no.
will fail, and the other one...
Nope.
No, 6 will
So
not
then
make
the
it
red
either.
one.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8's not going to
Can
be
he
enough.
fit? No, probably not, because he has to move around his own Orc mob.
7.
7, okay. So, we've got the main mob now. into this flying hive tyrant. He doesn't have any firepower.
So I need an 8 to reach
He needs
him.
an 8. Oh, double 6.
no.
Yes, they make it in style. We're in the fight phase, and it is Painboy time. So he's charged. He's attacking the Thornback first. Here we go.
So it's 4 attacks, normally 3s, but obviously -1 because of the power claw.
Yep.
So hitting on 4s. For 1,
1 hit. Okay. Unfortunate.
strength 8.
Yep.
So it's going to be 3s to
3 to wounds.
1
He's
wound.
got the big 6. Minus.
I haven't got power claw into combat for a while, so I'm pretty sure it's -2.
I think it might be -3.
That's a custom claw.
See if Bone can just roll a 6 to seal the deal anyway. He's on
Yes!
a 6. Okay.
It is a -3.
It is a
well.
-3, okay, but he did roll a 6, so he's failed to get the wounds there. Okay. Who are you activating next, Mr. Liam?
It would be what's next, but I'm assuming you're not interrupting.
Well, just walk me through what Pain Boy's buffs they give you real quick.
Feel no pain.
If they give you feel
Yeah,
no
there's
pain.
a 6
Feel
up.
no pain.
Yeah.
How many more of those bad boys do you have
2.
pushing around here?
So the only 2 units he's got in combat with the Thornback is the Pain Boy he's already struck, and then he's about to strike with the Grot.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think I'm gonna save those. I've only got 2 command points left, so I'm gonna
Fair,
save those.
okay, so he'll let you strike with the Grots.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 Grots. Can these Grots be heroes
Oh.
and pull down
Yeah,
a
nice.
4-wound Thornback? Stranger things have happened.
So they're currently hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
5s. Sorry.
5s, yeah. And then they'll be wounding on 6s, I believe.
No.
It was a valiant effort.
Bless
but
them.
they unfortunately did not. Now, he cannot hit with the Orc boys here
Yet.
because... Yes,
Paroxysm.
exactly, yes, because of paroxysm. So now the Hive Tyrant will swing first. So, first up, here's Monstrous Scything Talons, they all hit. They will be killing on 2s here in this situation. Or actually, sorry, what is your toughness? No, they'll be killing on 3s then, I take that back.
Oh,
Well, is there a reroll wounds on the Monstrous Scything Talons at all?
It's reroll hits of 1, but let me just double check.
Okay.
Talons. Make an additional attack. Yeah, reroll hits of 1 with this weapon. There is no reroll wounds.
So in which case it's only
It's only
3.
3.
So 3 are slain. Now he's got his tail as well.
Yep. Hits.
Okay,
Wounds.
it's another wound.
Yeah, so it's no minus on this one.
Oh,
So 6 up to save.
that was a bit premature of me. Ah!
No, okay, so it's another kill there. So Hive Tyrant has done his hits there. Now the boys themselves can, of course, strike. Let's let Liam prepare some dice. Here we go. So I think it works out to be a total of 85 odd attacks.
From just the Chopper Boys.
Yep. So what are we rolling? This batch is...
This is 11 of the Chopper Boys.
11 of the Chopper Boys. Okay, let's see how they do.
So hitting on 3s.
Yep.
And what I'll do, I'll roll all the wounds now as well.
Yeah, I think that's probably wise.
Yep. And I'm sure that is potentially enough.
Yeah.
Yep. So that one was not part of it. So these are all wounding on 5s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 so far.
12 wounds. Okay, let's make him make those saves. This Hive Tyrant has 7 wounds left at the minute. Got 12 saves to make here. Does he boss it and make every single one? Force the ish.
It's not bad.
It's not
I dropped
bad.
3.
He drops 3. Just to
4
the
wounds left.
So then the knob still wounds on 5, so he can roll at the same time.
Okay.
This is the rest of the Chopper Boys.
Yep. 3s.
Oh, that was a bit better.
He's looking for 5s.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the rest of the choppers.
6, okay. Interesting. Is this Hive Tyrant going to survive? Liam! He made every single save! no!
Yes! Yes!
And now that leaves only 8 shooter boys left. Okay.
Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be very close.
And the shooter boys are at strength 3 instead of 4? Or no?
4, just less attacks.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go.
So it is still 5s to wound. Oh no, Liam.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's only 4. Now the Hive Tyrant's only got 4 wounds left. You need him to fail every single one.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But does he just make every single one and insult you further? Question! He
Yes,
makes
he does.
every single one! What are you? Right, after that shocker, not the best turn for the Orcs, but let's not forget, Liam is in a very strong lead in the Maelstrom here, and is very, very possible for him to win this game, just through weight of points alone, because he's just got Master of the Warp. That's another point, putting you on a total of 8 points. Plus he's got mission critical objective. Orcs on mission, on the objective 3, that's worth D3 points. See what he gets.
D3 points for 3.
Oh, it's big. It's big. Used his Liam's first roll of a TT die there, and incidentally, it was, of course, marked for death. So that puts you on a total of 8, 9, 10, 11 points, Mr. Liam. Versus how many are you on?
Well, I've just got defend.
You just got defend objective
So I'm on
5. Right, well, that is you worth 2 points, Mr. Bones. You'd be on 6.
No, we figured it out. We said it wrong before.
Oh, okay, got you. So you're on 5 points, no problem. So it's still 11-5. Liam's on over double the Maelstrom here. Myrmidon really needs to pull up the point slack or go for the tabling. Let's see what he does. It's his turn 3 coming up next. However, before we move swiftly on to turn 3, it is actually only fair to let the Carnifex, the Thornback hits. Who are you hitting? The Pain Boy,
Yeah,
the Grots,
the
mixing
Pain
it?
Boy.
Oh, Pain Boy, okay, fine. So we're just finishing off. Right, he's hit 3 times. It's Monstrous Scything Talons. Does it reroll 1s on those hits with Monstrous Scything Talons?
Let me just double check with
Okay.
him because it might be.
Yeah, he does get to reroll those 1s. Here we go. It's 4 hits now, and
Wounding on
it's
3s.
wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounds, and it's minus 3, and it's damage 3. Can he fix himself up quicker than he is eviscerated? No, he's dead.
He only took 7.
Fair. Here we go. It's turn 3 for Myrmidon now. He's got Assassinate, Defend Objective 3. Again, everything is about that Chaos Shrine. And Secure Objective 5, which he's technically already doing, again with his Thornback over there. So the Thornback has remained static. The Hive Tyrant here, the Winged Hive Tyrant, did indeed fall back from the Orc mob. This Thornback has remained stationary as well. This Flying Hive Tyrant, the Warlord, has swooped down here. He's able to do some smite goodness and then charge a variety of different targets. And then, of course, the Kronos artillery line has also remained stationary. So it's the Psychic phase coming up next. Let's see what he does. He's opening with Paroxysm, that nasty power, which means that they cannot fight until last. So here we go. That is a 5.
5,
It's
yep,
cast on a
goes
5,
Yeah.
and it can't be denied because he's not in denial range with the Weird Boys. So again, we've marked them for death with a TT card there.
And then he'll just go on to smite.
Okay, smites on the same units. 6, 7, 8, 9 does go off for D3 mortal wounds. It is 2 mortal wounds, so 2 are slain. Nothing he can do about that. Warlord now casting Catalyst on himself.
He'll need it. He doesn't get it.
Fails. Oh, he's considering a command point. It's got 2 left at this.
No, I'm going to keep that.
He keeps it. Okay. And
And then smite on the guy who gives feel no pain.
you mean the mechanic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
the
5
mechanic.
up invulnerable?
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
Yeah, we all knew what I
The
meant.
custom force field. Okay, here we go.
Oh!
Double 1.
Well, that I am going to use a
Okay.
command point on because that's just silly.
Otherwise, he'd lose mortal wounds on his Warlord. He rolled a 6. Right, so he does get the smite off with that roll, but he can get denied. 6, 7, 8, 9, and Mr. Bone rolled a 7 in total, so he denies it. Nice play.
That's right.
Shooting now, and it is the Thornback into the Orc horde. No minus on this, but it is 12 strength. 6 shots, hitting on 3s, and re-rolling 1s because he didn't move.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So that
And
is still a lot of hits. It is wounding on 3s. Right, okay. So he's looking at a total of 6 wounds here, Mr. Liam.
Just 7?
6 wounds. T-shirt saves. 6s.
Look at that!
Not bad. 3 6s. Excellent roll. So only 3 are killed. It's T-Fex time and it's Rupture Cannon time. He's firing at the truck and then he's firing the spines at the Orc boys. To hit. Okay, so Rupture Cannon rerolling the 1s there. He's got 2 hits. To wound. Toughness of, is it 5 or is it 6? Okay, so 1 wound.
Add 5 up in lungs. He's next to the mechanic. Save.
Makes it like a boss.
Very
well
nice.
done. And then we've got the Orc Horde.
Dack.
Yep. We roll the 1. So that is 4 hits, wounding on 3s. And these are -1, so no save. So that is 4 kills. Not bad. Do you know what you're firing next, Mr. Bell?
Yeah, let's just do the same again.
Okay, so again, Tyrannifex.
Tyrannifex number 2.
Same as before. Right, Rapture Cannon's hit 4 times this time. 3s to wounds. That truck in trouble. That is triple 1 and a 2. Wowzers.
There it is.
Okay,
Fair
so then
enough.
it's 8 shots. That truck is determined to stay alive. And interestingly, its cargo is extremely deadly. Could easily kill the Warlord next turn.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens now against the Orc boys. That is 5. Wounding them on 3s and killing them on 3s because of the -1. Yep, that's another 5 Orcs dead. Big blow there. This horde is starting to get whittled. Hive Guard now opening up against this truck. Can anyone bring it down?
The invincible truck.
It's charmed.
So 3s now.
3s
Rerolling
rerolling 1s. Yeah, Hive Guard, brutal. Strength 8, 3s to wounds. That is 4 wounds.
4 saves of 5. Same one.
Only 1. Okay, so that is 3d3 damage. 3, 4, 5, 6 points.
So I take the 1, and now I ramshackle the other 2.
Yes, to
So
see if you
on
can
a-
reduce them.
Reduce it to 1 on a 6.
Yes. So for the
The
3
2?
wounds, or the 2 wounds rather.
Nope.
No, and the 3 wounds.
Yes.
Yay!
So I take
Okay.
4.
So he takes 4 in total.
Cool.
And then what are we doing next, Mr. Bay?
Look, we're going to go straight
Second
on.
unit of Hive Guards,
Yeah.
same thing, can they?
First ramshackle we've ever made.
We rolling 1s. That's a full house of hits, because they do hit on 3s. 3s to wounds. Oh, he only gets 3 through.
Not good.
Can
3
this
saves of 5
custom
again.
force field save the day? He gets 1. 2d3 damage. Double 1. Classic.
Brilliant.
So it's got how many wounds left? 6 wounds left. Wowzers. That brings us to the charge phase, and the Warlord here is declaring a multi-charge against the 2 weird boys and the truck now. So we've got a little bit of Overwatch from the truck. No hits. Okay, can he make it? Double 1. Does he wish to? He's going to command point it. Okay, double 1 shot and a 2. Well, he will make it
He makes it
certainly
to him
with
for
the
definite.
weird boy. Let's see if it would get him within an inch of the truck. We'll measure that up. Here we go. It is now the fight phase. So no command points left for the Nids. How are you allocating these attacks with the
So
Hive
3 on the
Tyrants?
truck,
Yep.
1 on the weird boy.
Cool. Yeah, he did just make the truck, so that's not a problem.
Yep. So
Here we
we'll
go.
do on the truck first.
Truck. 2s. Yep, that's all 3 hits.
Good. Very good.
And 4.
It is 4s because it's toughness 6, that truck. He's got 2 wounds though, which is nice.
Yep.
-3 is
Minus-
no
Yep,
save.
no save, and it's
Go
flat damage of 3.
Yep.
So he needs
I need A6 to
you need
live.
an A6 to live because of the ramshackle to reduce the damage to 1.
Oh,
No,
it's gone.
okay, it is destroyed. Does it blow up is the question. No, it doesn't. Alright, we will need to roll for the unit inside.
10.
Tank busters here.
3.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, I should have rolled that separate because it's 2 different units. Whoops.
Apparently you can choose the models, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. So you choose, my friend.
sweet.
So I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I've been pointed out in the comments multiple times you can choose. So.
I'll do 2 from one and 1 from the other.
Okay, no problem. And now the Warlord against the Weird Boy, which is on 1 wounds.
Rerolling?
Hit once, re-rolling. Hit twice. 2s. Or I think it's 3s actually.
3s.
But yeah, one goes through, and that is enough because he only got the 1 wound. He is dead. And now attacking with the Thornback kind of effects against these boys. So
Ooh.
just 1 hit, I think.
I can re-roll with that. Though.
You re-roll the 1, yeah. No.
No, gross.
Oh yeah. 2s or 3s. That is a wound, and that will be a kill. No pain boy in the vicinity. 1 Orc boy dead.
Yeah.
Yes. Boop. Here we go. It's Orc boys now. Can they bring the thorn back down? He had a bit of a whiffer.
2 3s. Oh, they're angry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Followed by 5s.
Oh, wow. 2, 4, 6, 7.
7 wounds, not bad. He's got 4 wounds left. 3 up save. Oh. He fails 3, leaving
1.
him on 1 wound. Will the Grots finish him off?
Grots.
13 attacks from the Grots.
Hitting on 5s. 1,
Okay,
2, 3.
that's all they need.
A 6.
They need 6s to wound.
Come
to force
on.
the issue. No, Grots failed to do it. What a shame. That brings us to the morale phase, folks. This unit of boys. Oh, the worst thing that he could have rolled. So he's just lost, was it another 5 there, Liam?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, 2 very diminished units of boys now. Points-wise, Mr. Bone did get Assassinate for another point, putting him on 6 points.
Yep.
And he's got Secure Objective 5, putting him on 7 points. He is not currently halfway towards Defend Objective 3 because he's still outnumbered by Orcs. Let's see what happens now. Orcs turn 3 coming up next. It's turn 3. He's got Assassinate, Witch Hunter, and Secure Objective 2, which has led to some interesting plays here. The Orc boys have remained in combat, as have the Grots. Characters now surrounding the Warlord, who's technically worth 3 points with Warlord. Slay the Warlord, Assassinate, and Witch Hunter all in play. Tank Busters are also surrounding him as well, so he will be receiving a lot of firepower. This Orc boy unit, because that is actually Objective 2, have sort of fallen back a little bit more, and they will be securing that point this turn as well. So what that means is Liam can again continue to build upon his substantial Maelstrom lead, again forcing the issue with Myrmidon and potentially winning the game by Maelstrom victory points. There will be a psychic phase coming up next.
And pointing out with my movement as
Yes.
well, just because of how much firepower he actually has left on that side of the board,
Yes.
I've repositioned one of my mechs, so he's over here and out of line of sight from all that artillery at the back of the board.
Yes, which is nice, although there is one problem with that, Mr. Liam.
They ignore line of sight.
Impaler cannons do, yes.
Range.
However, just before we go into the psychic phase, the Pain Boy does want to heal the 1 wound. Weird Boy, just the 1 wound.
Doesn't kill him.
No. Does give him a wound.
On a 1 I would have done D3 mortal wounds
Yes.
to him. So now I roll the D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
For 1.
For 1. No problem. Boop. We're in the psychic phase, and it is the Weird Boy casting Smites.
So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Plus 3, but
Yep.
minus 1.
Okay.
So he's just doing smite.
Smites.
For a 10.
I will try and deny that.
Tries to deny.
No.
Fails to deny.
And then that does D3.
D3 mortal.
For 3.
It is 3 and no catalyst.
That could have been 5.
No catalyst in effect here. Grots are opening up here with their pistols against the Thornback. Can they bring him down with pistol fire?
So 4's to hit. Oh, not that many. 6 is the wound.
Yep, so the tough part. He's got 2 6s. It is 2 saves of 3 or more for
I kind of want
the Thornback to die. He's dead. Now, I think he might have the rule where he has
He has death throws.
Yes, death throws. Yep. So on a 6, no, he is slain by Grots. That now frees up the boys to fire at the warlords.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 6.
Things are getting
12.
tricky now for Myrmidon.
Stick bomb!
To miss.
It missed.
Okay.
And then this is all the same strength pistol and gunfire.
Yep.
I'm not minuses to hear him, am I?
No.
No.
Okay. 3, 4, 5. 5s for 1.
Just the 1 gets a save. Does make his save this time.
And pistol from him.
Pistol from the
Oh,
Runt Herd hits
hits.
remarkably.
And wounds.
Does wound remarkably. Does fail the save
Spurred on
remarkably.
by his boys behind him.
5 wounds left.
And then shooter from him.
From the mech.
Nope.
No hits.
And then that just leaves
The main firepower. Measuring from boys.
no, just 1.
1, okay.
Oh, one
1
hit.
hit.
No.
No wounds. Okay.
So now the main
Now
game.
on to the main event. It is the Tank Busters versus the Warlords.
So we've got a unit of 3.
Yep.
Which will be 2 rockets and a bomb.
Yep.
And a unit of 4, which is 3 rockets and a bomb.
Okay, let's do it.
So the bomb for this unit gets 6.
Ooh.
That's not what I wanted.
Oh, 3. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
D3.
it's the Melter variant. To hit.
So to hit,
1 hit. Interesting.
Strength 8. 1 wound.
He's got the wounds. Is it -2, did you say before, Liam? Or is it...
I think sure it's minus 2.
Okay,
He's got a 4 up in one.
sure.
Oh,
So
dear.
3.
Cannot re-roll it.
D6 damage.
On a 5 or a 6, the Warlord is slain. Mr. Liam. It's a 1! Oh dear. Okay, so he's got 4 wounds left. Neither side having command points to burn here.
So then D3 from the other unit. For
2.
1 and 1.
2 hits.
Both wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Oh, just
1
the rocket.
wounds. Again, a 4 up in Von here from Mr. Bone. He gets it on a 4 psychic barrier for Hive Tyrant. Before anyone comments, in the new Tyranid Codex, it is a 4+, not a 5+, as per the index. It has been improved.
And then just leaves him taking a shot through the window.
Right, okay, fine. 1 hit.
No.
No wounds, but worth the punt. Which brings us right into the charge phase. Talk us through it, Liam. Who are we charging first?
So first off, spurred on by the victory over the Thornback,
Yep.
they're going to see another big target and decide, you know what, let's get him, boss.
All right.
With a
4,
7.
5, 6, 7.
There's a grot just there on the steps, which... Get the tape measure that stays open.
Yep, here you are.
7. Which is enough to get those 3 in range.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll move those
Just
in.
move them in. And now for the boys to charge. 4 is not good enough.
4 is...
Having to go down an inch from that terrain there.
It's 3.5 from the bottom of the terrain, so 4.5.
6. He does it. He makes it. Weird boy now can't fail, but there you go. In he goes, 6 inches anyway.
And then Pain Boy behind him as well.
Pain boy.
Hey!
Yeah, double 6 definitely goes in.
And
Okay.
I'm going to play the odds here and charge the unit of 3 in.
Okay.
Tank busters.
Tank busters, 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yep, they'll make it 2. Here we go. We're opening in the fight phase with the Pain Boy versus the Warlords.
So 4s because of the minuses from the claw.
Yep.
For 1.
1 hit. Okay.
Doing just as well as his brethren on the other side of the board earlier.
Failed wounds.
Strength, no, it's going to be strength 10.
His
so-
toughness is 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, another improvement from the index.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And then let's do the weird boy, which I do believe is D3 from his staff
okay.
for 1. And he's going to be 3s to hit. I'll see if I hit. It's going to be normal orc.
There's a hit.
I'm going to double check he is hitting on 3s.
Okay.
If I can find the weird boys. Yeah. Oh, the weird boys.
There you are, an HQ, right? A weird boy.
Pain boy, boss, captain, Gaskell, big neck. Well, that's weird boy. There you
Okay.
go. Yeah. So 3s to wound, 3s to hit. Strength 7
Yep.
to 4s.
Yep.
Yeah.
1 wound.
It's a wound.
So -1.
Okay, so
Force.
force. He makes it
Makes
on a
it.
4.
So now on to the
will this Hive Tyrant survive
now
against the
on
odds?
to the boys, which was 2, 4, 6, 8. But there's shoot boys there. So 2, 5, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 6 is 22.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 22. Now, it's these, then the grots, so let's see if the grots end up taking a final wound.
So 3's
We
the
can only
hit.
hope, really.
Looks like a healthy roll
Yeah, that's tasty.
off the bat. Yeah, okay. But now the tougher part of the 5's to
It's
wounds.
the 5's to wound.
How many can he translate here? Doesn't look bad.
4, 6.
6 is it in
6.
total? So 6 wounds in total. Saves of 3+ here for the Warlords. Oh,
Drops
down
to
to
2.
2.
He's down to 2.
Yeah.
2 wounds left here, folks.
And then I've got 1, 2, 3 tank busters.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. The strength 5 doesn't matter, so it's
Yep.
just all together. So 3 misses,
To wound.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, 2 saves here. Needs to make at least 1. He makes both.
And now it's
Just the grots left now.
just the grots, which is going to be 13.
Okay.
Oh no. Can they do
Can the
it?
grots pull down the apex predator of Myrmidon?
10, 13. So hitting on 5s, but re-rolling 1s because I'm now next to the run herd.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
6s. Triple 6 would be nice.
Do it. Do it.
Double 6 would be great, just so that I can get those last 2 wounds.
No, nothing. The grots do fail to deliver. So that is that. The Hive Tyrant will get to hit back. He's degraded though, so let's work out what that is. So the Hive Tyrant hits back. His attack characteristic is indeed the same, but he hits on 4s now.
Right. So, what do I want to kill? So we've got the Weird Boy and.
Pain boy.
Right. So I'm going to put 2 attacks on the Weird Boy.
Yep.
3 on him.
Okay, on the
Cool.
Pain Boy. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So we'll do it. Do it.
2 on the Weird Boy.
So 4's re-rolling once.
He re-rolls the 1.
No.
No.
And then
Weird boy
3.
lives. Fair enough.
Re-roll the 1.
Okay.
3 hits.
Three
Still got
hits.
his tail to hit with as well after this.
Yeah.
That is 2 wounds on the Pain Boy, and it's damage 3, so that's 6 wounds to save with his medicine. If he can. No, he is a goner. So the Pain Boy is indeed slain, and then we've got the tail.
Which I'll have a punt at him with.
The Weird Boy, okay.
Again.
That is a hit.
wound.
That is a failed wound. Okay. That marks the end of the turn for the Orks. They did get secure objective 2, but they're still lacking assassinate, still lacking witch hunter. Puts Liam on a total of 12 points if my calculations are correct.
Indeed. And I'm like, he's down to 2 wounds, he's down to 4.
Yes.
So
And you are winning the Maelstrom War quite.
I should be able to kill a character which is a psyker.
Yeah, it should give you at least another 2 points.
So I'll keep those as a backup.
Sure. Morale? Is there any morale for your
No.
No, there isn't, is there? Okay, so it is turn 4 for Myrmidon now, and as we hit the twilight hours of this game, unless he starts racking up the Maelstrom lead, it's not looking like he'll get a tabling unless the game continues to go on. Let's see what happens. So, interesting draw. Defend objective 2, secure objective 6, and secure objective 1. Objective 6 is this one, hence the Warlord has fallen back. Objective 2 is the one the Orc boys are defending there. And objective 1 is all the way over here. So that's not happening this turn. Movement is done, really. You can see that this Hive Tyrant has moved towards the boys. He's looking at taking them on. Carnifex has indeed remained stationary. He is within 18 inches of the Orc boys here to shoot. And the artillery line has remained static. Let's see what Bone does. He's got a psychic phase coming up next. Nope, he's not doing any psychic. Does not want to risk the perils. Because he's got 2 wounds left on this Warlord, 4 on this. And he doesn't want to increase the charge range against those boys with a smite. So he wants to get there to start holding the objective. So we're going straight to the shooting phase.
Yep.
Are we opening with the Thornback?
We are indeed.
Right, it's 12 shots at the Orc boys. He does get to reroll 1s. And he hits on 3s. Here we go. He's also rolled a lot of 2s, which he cannot re-roll, so that's not a great roll.
That was fine.
Missed with 4 of them. Okay, he does wound on 3s. He's got 5 wounds, so 5 saves with 6 up. The Pain Boy's dead, so it's just the t-shirt. The mech, of course, the 5 up custom force field there. He does pass 2, so only 3 boys killed. This Hive Guard unit now just in range of these tank busters here, so opening up against those. 6 shots. Yeah, it's all, and with the reroll, no, so 5 hits, and it is 2s to kill, in fact. Or that where you'll have the shield save, won't you? Oh, it's 2 1s. So that is 5 up invulnerable saves here from the force fields. No, that's the unit slain, so...
D3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bomb, and then 1d3.
Ah, because he's a knob, of course. It is the big 3, so he is also killed. This Hive Guard unit now firing at the boys here, so out of range of the tank busters at the back. All but 1. And then it's 2s to, well, potentially kill, so it's 5. He's still got his custom force field saves of 5 or more here. Right, only the 1, 2. Okay, so 3 more killed. Here comes 2 rounds of fire, 6 shots from the rupture cannon into the tank busters. 3 roll 1s.
Yep,
You didn't roll any 1s, so 3 hits. It's 2 wounds.
Right. 2 in
Are
1
they within force field range?
There's 1 there and 1 there.
Okay, of course, yeah.
Sandwiched. Oh, 2 dead.
That is 2 dead nonetheless. Okay. And what are we doing next, Mr.
We'll
Bone?
move on to the next one. So, are they going to need a morale? No.
No, they're fine.
No, they're fine. To wipe or not to wipe? That is the question. See, bring a bit of Shakespeare into tabletop tactics, people. You're welcome. Or I could, you know what? No, I'm gonna put all the fire into.
Yeah. Okay. So rupture cannon again goes at the remaining 2 tank busters. That's a good roll for hits. Yeah, again, it's 2s required. He's got the 4 wounds there. It's force fields. Oh, it was a nice roll, Liam, but unfortunately, with 2 going through there, this
So
unit
1 kills him, and then D6.
potentially killed. D6. It's just the 2, but 2 is all he needed. Which brings us swiftly to the charge phase. Only one charge being declared. Hive Tyrant into the boys. 3 have the shooters.
Stick bomb.
Oh, the big 6.
Oh.
Interesting. Shrapnel rounds here. Nope, no hits on
And
the
then
Overwatch.
Normal pew.
1 hit.
One
Here's a
wound.
wound. Nicely done. Can he get...
Ding,
It
ding.
is a wound.
Hey.
Only 3 wounds left. So, can Hive Tyrant make it now? That's the question. Not sure what he needs. It's probably a 5, maybe a 6. Well, he's rolled a 5, so we will need to measure that. As long as he lands within an inch of someone, it looks like he has.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay, right, so in he goes then, just by a whisker there.
Just. Yeah.
Okay, right. So now we can go straight into the fight phase, as there is no one else. So let's see what he can get.
So 5s. Now I am on 3 wounds, so it is hitting on 4s now.
Okay, but re-rolling ones.
We're rolling ones.
Okay, he re-rolls his 3 ones,
Okay.
but doesn't get any hits anyway. 2 hits. That is 2 dead. Okay, and then the tail. That is a miss. Okay.
And that leaves 3, 6, 9, 12, plus 4, 16 attacks back.
Cool. Can they pull the Hive Tyrant down? If they do,
16. Because those 2 at the back of there.
Yeah, it's a problem.
it's a problem.
It's a serious problem.
3s.
3s. It's a very good
Okay,
roll.
2 misses.
Oh dear.
But now 5's the wound.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. 6 wounds.
Gross.
Oh no.
Alright, no, it's okay, it's fine. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling
Feeling
this.
it.
I'm
Okay,
feeling
so
good.
saves of 3 or more. Every
Yeah.
single one made. So they have indeed lost that combat. Which means we can go straight into the morale phase at this stage.
Which on a 6, 1 runs away.
Okay.
On a 6, 1 runs away because
Yep.
it takes me about 7. No.
No, and then the morale for this orc mob, there's only 4 of them left now.
They lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So minus D6 minus 1.
Yep.
1.
2, so 1. Okay. Interesting.
And those
Card wise now, unfortunately, there are still more orcs outnumbering that Hive Tyrant, and they are troops, so he is not halfway towards defend objective 2. He did get, however, secure objective 6 for 1 point, and I believe you're discarding
Oh
secure
yes, yeah,
objective
get
1.
rid of that.
Okay, so Mr.
Then
Bone
it'll be
puts you
fine.
on 8 points now, is that right?
That's right.
Right, 8 to... What are you on? 12. Wowzers. Okay, it's Orcs turn 4 coming up next. Here we are. It's turn 4 for the Orcs. It's a summary. Guess what he drew in addition to his Witch Hunter and Assassinate? It's Big Game Hunter. Meaning that if he kills any of the Hive Tyrants, it will also be an additional victory point. As a result, of course, the Grots have swarmed over here to the Warlords. Weird Boys come out, the Mech has come out, and the 3 boys are also there. These have remained in combat. We're going straight into the Psychic phase.
So there's at least 13 grots there, so it's going to be a maximum plus 1.
Cool.
But then the minus 1, so it's just a
So
flat
it's just
roll.
a straight up roll here.
Smite
Smite.
for a 9.
8.
Oh, 8, sorry.
But minus one ignored the
Oh, yeah,
because of the
ignores,
plus
yeah,
one.
plus one.
Okay.
I will deny this.
He needs to deny it here.
For the hive mind.
It's a 6. He does not deny it.
This is not good.
D3!
It's D3, anything but a 1 or a 2, and he has slain the Warlords. He's got a 5. That's Warlords. That's big. Big people. It leaves Liam on 16 points as he completely cleans all of the cards there in one fell swoop. We're going straight into the shooting phase with the pistols into this Hive Tyrants. That is 1 hit. 2 wounds. No wounds.
And straight to combat, I guess.
Straight into combat. Let's do it.
So,
It's the Orc turn, so they
3,
can
6,
take the initiative.
12 plus 4. 16 again. 4, 8, 12, 16.
To hit. 3.
3's to hit. Ooh. Lots of 1s.
5's to wounds. Oh wow.
1.
Just 1, an incredible amount of 1s there. Okay, so just the 1 wound, so he's definitely going to be alive. Does he take a wound? No, he doesn't. So he is now able to hit back with his 5 attacks, and then the tail afterwards. If he gets enough, you can re-roll those ones. That's the sort of hit he wants. 3 hits, okay. So it's then 3 killed. All right, and then the tail. That is a miss. But with 3 kills, and the leadership check of, don't know what, of 5.
5 plus 3 is 8, so 1.
Okay, so he's lost 4 from that unit in total. He's only got 2 left. Interesting. Now that does put Liam at the end of his turn 4 on 16 points to Bones, I believe 8 points?
Yeah.
8 or 9.
8 or 9, right. Okay, yes, it could. Interesting. Alright, well it is Myrmidon turn 4 next. Or is it turn 5
Turn
next?
5.
5.
Let's see what happens. Well, turn 5. He's got defend objective 2 still in play. Just drawn secure objective 6 again, so that is worth a point. Unfortunately, priority orders received cannot be achieved because his warlord is dead. This is a turn 5 summary. Everything has now moved forward. He's aware that he may need to just have to go for the tabling here. And that means that he needs to ensure that his Hive Guard are in range, namely with the rear mechanic, which is just hiding in the ruin there. Meanwhile,
He's cunning but brutal.
cunning but brutal. Yeah, this Hive Tyrants remained in combat, of course. There's no psychic phase. He's decided doesn't want to risk the peril, so we're going straight into shooting. Mr. Bone.
So,
Yeah,
into
he
the
didn't.
grots.
He's the only one that didn't move.
Yeah.
So 12 shots into the grots.
yeah, now it hurts me to do this, but fun time's over.
They must die.
They must die now.
They all hit Mr.
Wow.
Bone. With that roll, they may well die. And it is
Well, they're
2
all
still
13.
wounds. Oh, they are 13, of course. So 1, but then morale would almost definitely kill.
Depends on how many.
That's true. So
Eleven.
2s. Right, they've all been wounded, Mr. Liam.
So 12 saves of 5 up.
Oh, no. His force field now. Can it save these grots' lives?
See, as long as 4 are left, they're not running away.
Yes. So how many 5s do you make? Is the question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
An incredible amount of 6s, to be fair, and he has only lost 5 out of that. That was extraordinary.
There's only 11 now.
Okay, so you need to do another one. Right, it's another 5.
Yeah, so 5.
So only 5 slain. Interesting. Okay, so they're still alive for the minute,
Sure.
but
So,
there is more firepower on the board.
yeah. Just do some cheeky measuring here. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so he's opening with
Yep.
those. Now, they
So-
can't fire twice because they're
Nope.
moved.
So we'll do the Stinger Salvo first.
Okay.
1 hit.
Yep, 1 hit. Can't re-roll ones because again they moved. It is a wound.
Yeah.
And to save. Does save. This force field is working overtime here. And
Okay.
the rupture cannon.
Well, I have to shoot at the.
We can fire at the boys as
I'm going
well.
to fire
as
at
an
the
option.
boys. Let's fire at
Okay,
the boys.
the boys.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
That's 2 hits.
Hits.
It would be 2s. That's 2 wounds. It would be 5s for the force fields. He makes 1, but 1 is indeed killed. And then we have a second. We've got second unit of Hive Guard to fire, and we've got a second Tyranids.
So Tyranids, the second Tyranids is just going to do the
Same again. So rupture at the boys.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So boys first. No, Singer Salvo first.
Yep. 3 hits this time. 2 wounds. That is 2 more grots killed. It's pressing the issue here. Morale could be an issue. And then we've got the rupture cannon against the 2 remaining boys. That's 2 hits. That's what he wants. It's 2s again. That's 2 wounds. Save or die scenario. He makes both on a 5 and a 6. Incredible. So the Hive Guard are the only last Hive Guard unit, the only unit to be able to fire now.
Yeah. Okay. So. Right, if I can get rid of the grots, and at least I can try and kill. He's just a grot herder, though.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He's
Doesn't do
not a
anything.
mechanic.
Doesn't do anything that special, does he?
No.
No. Okay, so these are going to the boys then.
Cool. Let's see if we can finish them off. That's a good roll.
Yeah, because it's heavy, so... Falls there.
Okay. That is 4 wounds. Can they survive against the odds? Yes, again.
Oh!
Incredible. He didn't make another 2, but he's failed 2, and that means they're dead. Second unit of Hive Guard now. He can only fire now at the Grots. Can he finish the Grots? Right, well...
3 hits.
3 hits, 2s. Right, he really needs to make these saves because we're causing massive morale issues otherwise. He fails all 3, that is significant. It leaves only 3 Grots left. Can they survive a morale check? I'm not sure. But they had 13, they've lost 10 in a single round.
My cunning but brutal plan
Yes.
is if there had been 4,
Yep.
3 of them could have been fed to the dogs.
That's right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Now there's a chance they will get eaten.
okay, it's a problem. So now what we're going to do is move on to the combat fight phase. The Hive Tyrants need initiative, so he can strike.
So 4s.
Rerolling the 1s. He again doesn't transfer the reroll. Okay, it is 2s to kill, or is it
3s?
No, it's 3s
rather.
because he's strength 6, yeah.
Yeah. He's done it.
Oh, they're dead.
He's done it. So he has now got halfway towards defending that objective. Wipes the unit. There is barely anything left on the board. It could be a tabling situation. If the game continues, that's going to be bad for the Orcs. They want an early finish, surely. But let's go straight into the morale. Are you going to feed to the dogs? How many are killed? Is it all 3?
2.
It is 2. 1 Grot is left alive. Hilarious. Wowzers. So at the end of the turn, he did get secure objective 6, putting Mr. Bone on 9 points.
It's the one who killed the Carnifex. It's got to stay.
Skull stays alive, of course. He's got 9 points now to 16.
I haven't got secure object. This is
Is that was
5.
oh, that's 5, of course.
6
Forgive
counts.
me. Yeah, no, he doesn't have it 6.
I
So
got
in actual fact, you don't get any points this turn.
No. It's good. Oh yeah, because I couldn't get that.
You couldn't get that, so I assume you discard priority orders because you would never have been able to achieve it now with the Warlord dead. It's turn 5 for the Orcs. Final turn coming up next. Turn 5 summary. He's got secure objective 6, 1 and defend objective 4. As a result, he's spread about and tried to remove himself from the firing lines of the Tyranids as best he can. Weird Boy here protecting the Mech Boy, or is it the other way around? We don't know. Grot and Runtherd move over here towards objective 6, so he's going to have another point guaranteed. That's 17 points. And that's objective 1. That's another point guaranteed. That's 18 points. He's not doing a psychic phase. He's got no shooting. It's all about, does the game continue?
I'll flip that.
If the game continues, Myrmidon could well table the Orcs, claiming victory. If the game ends, it is an Orc victory. 18 points to
8.
8. Yes. No, it became 9.
Yeah.
Oh no, because you didn't get that card. It's 8.
No.
Yeah. Who is rolling? It doesn't matter about the re-rolls.
You went first, so you get to roll.
Okay.
Mr. Bone,
Yeah.
on a 3 or more, sir,
Yeah.
you can potentially claim victory for Myrmidon.
Oh,
It's a 1! Classic!
great game, mate. Really good fun.
Amazing game. Let's talk about this properly.
Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. That was a game.
That was great.
Wasn't it?
It was really good.
So,
Grots.
Grots.
Absolutely amazing. Grot's killing a Thornback. You can't, that's literally
No.
MVPs for me.
Yeah, as soon as that happened, I was like, well, I'm happy to lose this game.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, look, we sort of worked out if the game had gone on, and we actually did the rolling, didn't we?
Yeah.
Myrmidon would have tabled him, actually, because of the
100%.
range of the Rupture Cannons.
Double tap.
Yeah, it would have, Liam had literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models left on the board. So, fantastic to go down to the wire that way.
Yeah.
The Myrmidon list, I think, is pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's good.
It's pretty strong, I think, overall. In most settings, it would be good.
The firepower alone from the Hive Guard and the 2 big guys with the rerolls from not moving is so deadly.
It is, and just Kronos, exactly as you said, with the rerolls we're not moving, it's amazing. Likewise, I think the Orc list is really good. Which one, you know, it's a good list.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it. You know, it does do the
you
business.
get a codex behind that. That's going to be real tasty.
Could be interesting.
Oh, that'd be good.
Could be very interesting all of a sudden. I completely agree. Anything, I mean, look, Maelstrom wise, you know, you absolutely did the right thing. You got the points early when you could. You got some very good draws. You know, so it racked up those points very, very quickly. And then at that point, you just sort of had to go for the tabling, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was no choice but to do so. Anything you would have done differently, either of you?
Well, I wouldn't have advanced my Gene Stealers because I didn't know about that rule that he could advance and charge.
Right. Yeah.
So that's my fault. I didn't ask the question.
Yeah.
But other than that, not really.
Yeah.
Not really. I kind of played that out. I mean, first time using the Tyranids with the new codex, I'm fairly certain I got all the rules right. I'm sure by now there's comments telling me if I haven't, so sorry about that, everyone. But look, yeah, I mean, I think actually, you know, you played really well, man, and it's one of those games where you just go, I'm happy to kind of bow out to that one. It was a very fun game.
I got lucky on that first turn advance for because I set up with my grots. Then I set up behind the grots enough so that if you piled into my grots, killed them, and consolidated, you couldn't get to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just got lucky on the advance roll coming forward to get into combat turn 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then that was it was massive because you got rid of all those Gene Stealers, which was pretty big.
Yeah,
really.
it was. That was really good.
Well, look, Liam, great to have you back on the show. You know,
always good to have someone from Westeros here.
That's right. That's right. We won't say what happens to the character in the latest series.
I'm still here.
No spoilers.
Yeah, exactly.
So, without further ado, this has been Liam. It's been the Bone and the Spider. We'll see you for another Battle Report very soon.